Hey, what's up, guys? It's Matt here with Tanks Lawn Maintenance. It is currently 8 a.m. Thursday morning, January the 16th, 2025th year of our Lord. And guys, I've been sick for the past, for a little over a week now. I've had the flu for a little over a week now. I did work through it. I worked all week last week, and then I worked Tuesday and yesterday this week. Fever's gone. I still got crap all down in my chest, but this strain of the flu that's going around this year, man, it's rough. It really is. But did two, I guess you could say, cleanups. One of them was a cleanup, and the other one was kind of a clean out job yesterday. Probably going to end up picking up a new recurring customer off of one of them. The other one, the guy just he wants recurring work, but it's not like lawn maintenance or anything like that where you go over there weekly or bi-weekly. He's wanting me to come over there about once every 2 months. He's got some bamboo on the back side of his property right behind his privacy fence, and that's, you guys know how bamboo is, man. It's very invasive, and you can't keep it down. But he's wanting me to come out there, and he's also got a little hedge of Laura Petlums in front of his house that he wants trimmed. And I told him, I said, the Laura Petlums need to be trimmed every month. I said, if not, they're going to get out of hand on you, and they're not going to thicken up like they should. But I said, but it's up to you, you're the homeowner. And he's wanting me to come over there once a month, or once every other month, and clear out the bamboo behind his fence and trim that Laura Petlum hedge. And I did it yesterday. It took us, me and my helper, it took us about an hour. It was a little less than an hour, and we knocked it out fairly quick. But the cleanup job we did, man, it was a bunch of stuff. Had some beds that had to be cleaned out, had a lot of Bermuda, and just various weeds and greenbrier growing through there. And also behind her fence, she had a lot of greenbrier growing behind her fence, and she got a letter from the HOA saying that the property behind her fence was hers and she needed to maintain it. And how they got back there and saw it, I'll never know. But she got a letter, and she wanted me to come back there and take care of all of it and lift up some trees and trim some bushes and things like that, and remove the leaves from her yard. I made a pretty good amount of money yesterday, and but the lady that I did the cleanup for, she has a lawn care provider, if you want to call him that, and he has a crew and everything, but the only thing he does is cut grass. He doesn't trim bushes, he don't do cleanups, he don't do nothing. All he does is cut the grass. And she told me, she said it was like pulling teeth to get him to edge the property for me. And she said he's new, he's only been doing it for a year. And my thoughts are, if you've only been doing it for a year, the guy has a crew. He's got like 4 guys working for him. And my thought process is, if you're new enough that you can't afford to go out and buy the tools to do the stuff with, or that you don't know how to do other services, then you're new enough where you don't need to be hiring a crew. Simple as that, man. The bottom line is, if you're a landscaper or lawn care provider, whatever you want to call it, sooner or later somebody's going to ask you to trim some bushes. And the last thing you want is another green company to come out there and put their hands on your property like I did yesterday. You need to trim bushes. If you're not good at it, you need to get good at it. And eventually during the fall, there's nothing to do. Fall and winter, there really ain't a whole lot to do. So you need to be mulching leaves and removing leaves, whatever the customer wants. And if nothing else, it's income for you. You may not like doing it, but that's part of the job, man. That's part of lawn care. But you need to learn how to do mulch or pine straw. You need to learn how to trim back trees and things like that. There's a lot more to lawn care than just pushing a lawnmower around the yard, man. There really is. And there's a lot more money to be made than what you just make in the summer cutting grass. But also, you're subject to lose a customer when they call another company out there. Because what happened, she texted me last night after she got home from work, and she said, Matt, my yard has never looked this good. She said, even when I bought my house, my yard didn't look this good. She said, you and your helper, y'all did an amazing job, and I really appreciate it. And she wanted a quote. I gave her a quote whenever I quoted her for the cleanup. She wanted a quote also for lawn care, and I gave her one. And the price, it was the minimum, and like I've told you guys before, my minimum is high, and I'm not cheap. I know I'm not cheap, and that's fine. I charge for what I think I'm worth, and there's a lot of people out here that have no problem paying what I charge, and there's some people out here that look at me like I'm crazy, and that's fine. They don't have to pay it. But she told me, she said your quote for lawn care is a little on the high side, but I do see why you charge as much as you do. She said do I have a set time? Do I have a due date to let you know when I need to sign up for service for lawn care? I told her, I said no. I said just whenever you're ready. I said if you want to stick with your guy, that's fine. And if you just want to call me out once or twice a year, whatever it may be. And I said, but just want to give you a heads up. It's going to be expensive every time I come out, because you've got all that Bermuda growing up through your beds. I said that stuff takes a while to get out of there. It's not like I can go through there and rip it out the ground. It doesn't work that way. I said, I'm fine with it. I said, whatever you want to do. I said, if you want to stick with your guy because you want to give him a chance, I understand that. I completely understand that. And I said, truthfully, I would rather you do that. I would rather you go through your current lawn care provider first to try to get extra services before you reach out to somebody. I said, because if I'm being 100% honest here, if somebody went to somebody else instead of asking me first, if one of my customers called another company first before asking me, I'd be offended and I'd be upset. And she said, okay, well, he doesn't do anything in the winter, so he won't be back until April. And which April to me, that's mind blowing. The grass is overgrown in April around here, and so yeah, whatever. But I told her, I said, it's fine. You've got all the time in the world. I said, just let me know. I said, if you like, or if you wanna jump on board and get on the bi-weekly schedule, that's fine. Just let me know, and just reach out to me, and we'll go from there. But she said, I'm probably gonna do it. She said, but I just want some time to think about it, and I need to talk to him first. And I said, okay. So I'm probably gonna pick her up. I'm not gonna get my hopes up, because I've learned my lesson the hard way. Don't get your hopes up when it comes to stuff like that. It is a good property to have, but yeah, guys, once you get good at cutting grass, add other services. You got to learn how to cut bushes, man. You really do. We're lawn care providers. We're property maintainers. That's what we do. And if you're not doing all that stuff, man, you're going to wind up losing these customers to somebody that does it all. I'm just putting it out there for you. But anyway, guys, I've got to run into town here. I've got some errands I've got to run. Man, it's the middle of January, man. We got about a month and a half left before things start popping off again, and I'm ready, man. I can't wait. I'm about to go stir crazy here at the house, only working 2 or 3 days a week. So anyway, guys, I hope y'all have a good day. I hope y'all stay warm out there, and most importantly, man, I hope y'all keep growing. But look here, man, I will cut y'all back on the next one, and until then, y'all keep cutting that grass and keep making that money. Holler at y'all. Bye.